Yes, so hopefully I am visible, not visible, audible. Okay. So we will move on towards our lecture number 12 of physics optional UPSC CSE. Okay. So we will learn about improper definite integrals. Okay. And some of the students were asking whether this course will be helpful for Indian Forest Services exam or not. See, I have always been a civil services teacher. I don't have literally any idea about forest services. Okay, what is the syllabus of forest services? Is there any difference between the physics optional syllabus as given in forest services and as given in civil services? I don't remember. Okay, I don't know actually. I haven't done any research on it because I have always been civil services teacher only. Okay, so you will yourself have to look whether this course will be helpful for forest services or not. Okay, you will have to yourself do research on it. If the topics I am teaching they are dicto the same, then and most probably they are going to be the same. Most probably I am saying they are going to be the same. Okay, so let's move on towards our topic, which is improper definite integrals. Okay, the AC has failed. Okay, AC has failed and there is literally a lot of heat over here. Okay, a lot of heat. So improper definite integrals. Uh, we won't go into their proofs. Okay, we won't go into their proofs as these proofs are a part of maths optional syllabus, but not physics optional. Okay, so we won't go into their proofs. Only thing is its application we should know. Okay, its application we should know. So first of all, we will learn about gamma function. Gamma function. So definition of gamma function. Now someone was asking, a person called as Prashant. If I am not wrong. Okay, a person whose name is Prashant. He wants to change his optional from physics to maths. Okay, a person called as Prashant, a boy named Prashant, wants to change his optional from physics to maths. Okay, so he was asking when is the maths optional course going to come. So the update is that on 14th of September, on 14th September 2022. Okay, your maths optional lecture series will start. Okay, on 14th September 2022. Okay, so this is an important update for you. Okay, so this is the thing, because he thinks that maths optional is more scoring than physics optional. Yeah, Prashant thinks like that. That is true indeed. Indeed, that is true that maths optional is more scoring than physics optional. That is true. But the thing is that the more scoring is an optional, the more, let me tell you one thing, the more scoring is an optional, na, the more scoring is an optional, the more, the more hard work it requires. And more time consuming also. Okay, so if you look at the scores, if you look at the scores of past 5 years, you will realize that to this rule, okay, this rule, the more scoring is an optional, the more hard work it requires and more time consuming also. There is an exception to this thing. There is an exception to this rule. The optional called as animal husbandry. Okay, the optional called as animal husbandry is such an optional which is highly scoring, most scoring optional out of all the 48 optionals. Out of all the 48 optionals, animal husbandry is the most scoring optional, and it does not require hard work also. Means not hard work as compared to maths or physics. Okay, but the thing is that a person taking animal husbandry optional must have done his degree in animal husbandry only. Okay, a person taking animal husbandry optional must have done his degree in animal husbandry only, right? So we are nowhere near that. Okay, we are nowhere near that. We are, and the this is the highest scoring optional. First number is this animal husbandry. Then your second number highest scoring optional is maths. Okay, Second highest scoring optional among the 48 optional is maths. Your third number, is physics. Okay. Then fourth number comes anthropology, I think. Okay. Fourth number is anthropology, and fifth number is chemistry. Okay. Then after this, the sequence I don't know. Okay, sociology and all those optional, history optional, PSR optional, all those are below this. All those are below this. These are the five highest scoring optionals. Okay, number one is animal husbandry, number two is maths, number third is physics, fourth is anthropology, fifth is chemistry. After that, I don't know. Okay, so these are the top five most scoring optionals. Okay, but these optional among these anthropology optional. Okay, I think it is tougher. I think it is tougher, but for whom it is tougher? A person having science background, or suppose if someone has done BSc in physics, MSc in physics, BSc in physics, then for that person anthropology might be a totally new subject. Okay, so this thing you have to keep in mind. Okay, but still it is manageable. I am not saying, but I don't teach it. I don't teach this. Okay, I don't teach this, and neither do I teach this. Okay, our channel is meant for these three optionals only. This optional, and this optional. Okay, and chemistry optional course is going to come in the year 2023. Chemistry optional course will come in the year 2023. Okay, so this is the agenda of this channel. Okay, so where were we? Okay, so we were here, right? So definition of gamma function right over here, that this is suppose your, okay, okay, this is what is known as gamma function. This is basically your capital gamma. What is this? This is your capital gamma. Okay, and how is it written? Just write t, discard its one arm. Okay, discard one arm of the t, and over the other arm do like this. Okay, so your capital gamma is represented like this. Your small gamma is represented like this. This is small gamma. This is basically your capital gamma. So your gamma function is represented by capital gamma only, and it is basically uh, represented like this. It is defined like this. Okay, definition of gamma function is this. Okay, and we don't have to go into the proof of it. Okay, we don't have to go into the proof of it. Its proof is a part of maths optional. Okay, this is basically definition of gamma function. Then if I put n equal to 1 over here, okay, if I put n equal to 1 over here, then what will happen is that this thing will be written. Okay, 0 to infinity. Okay, e to the power minus x dx. Okay, is equal to minus to the power minus x. Okay, is equal to 1. Okay, so n equal to 1 yields you this gamma 1 equal to 1. Okay, so how did this come? You have to basically put 1 over here for n equal to 1 if you want to find, and this is defined for n is greater than 0 only. Okay, so for n greater than 0 only this is defined. So you can't put the values, negative values over here. You cannot put the negative values. Only positive values are allowed, and even fractional values are allowed. Okay, even fractional values are allowed. But if you put n equal to 1, then clearly this term will yield you x to the power 0. This will yield you x to the power 0, and x to the power 0 will be equal to 1. So this term will eventually vanish. Okay, so what will happen is that this thing is going to come, the integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus x dx. Okay, so then integration, you know this very well, that what will be its integration? How do you find its integration? E to the power minus x integration, how will you find? Okay, clearly you will write this thing, and then you will differentiate like this. Differentiate this. Okay, this you have learned in your lower classes. I need not tell this. Okay, but still I am telling this because someone might be there who might be having a lot of pain in it. Okay, so I don't want that anyone should be in pain. Okay, no one should be in pain. So this is the thing. So I think this step has reduced your pain, that how this has yielded us this, because you have just integrated it like this, and then this is indefinite integration, but you put the limits, and it becomes definite integration. So when you put the limits, you get this equal to 1. Now you can clearly see this thing. You can clearly see this thing. After you put these limits, you can clearly see this thing, that infinity will come first of all. It will come. Okay, and then you will subtract. Okay, right? Now this thing is going to yield us 0. Why it will yield us 0? Because e to the power minus infinity equal to 1 upon e to the power infinity, and any constant to the power infinity is again infinity, so it will yield you 0. 1 upon infinity is again 0, so this term is 0. Then minus into minus will yield you plus, so e to the power 0, anything to the power 0 is 1. Okay, so e to the power 0 will yield you 1, so you got this one. Okay, I explained each and every step. I don't think there is any need to explain it further. Okay, and I am making this video at 3:30 in the night. Okay, I am making this video at 3:30 in the night, so you can imagine that how much pain I am taking for all of you. Okay, so you must also yield the good result. Okay, when you give the interview, you must tell that this YouTube channel helped me a lot. When you crack the exam, you must tell everyone that this YouTube channel is unique. Okay, so properties n gamma n. Okay, this is the property number one, that gamma of n plus 1 will be equal to n into gamma n. Okay, so from here we can clearly write this thing, that gamma n will yield you basically, okay, n plus 1 over n, right? This n will go in the denominator. Okay, so actually we have a target fixed. Okay, so even if there is 3 o'clock in the night, I will have to make the video, because the target is January 2023. We have to complete the syllabus, and this is the paper 2 which is going on. Okay, not even 10% has been completed till now. Okay, not even 10% has been completed till now, and this is paper 2 which is going on, and I have to complete paper 1 also. So you can imagine that before January 2023 the time is really hard. Okay, time is really hard. So this is the thing for all values of n except. Okay, so this holds for all values of n. This holds for all values of n except 0 and negative integers. Okay, all values of n, for you can write over here, for all values of n, for all n except these n's. Okay, so you can write this thing. Now we will put uh, n equal to 0 over here. So what will we get? You can clearly see this thing, that 0 value is not allowed. Why 0? Why these values are not allowed? Because when you put like that, na, see, when you put like this, okay, why 0 is not allowed? I am telling you, because when you put like this in this formula, okay, you will get something like this, and it will eventually yield you, okay, equal to 1 over 0, which is equal to infinity. Okay, so gamma 0 has yielded you infinity, because when you put it in this formula, when you put over here 0, over here 0, over here 0, so clearly anything in the denominator, if 0 is there, in the denominator if 0 is there, that thing turns to infinity. Okay, so this thing has clearly turned to infinity. Now gamma minus n. Okay, there is one more thing, one more second property which you have to remember. So second property, just remember it. Don't go into its proof. Okay, don't go into its proof. Just remember, just mug up. Okay, minus n means negative integers, basically negative integers. So I told you right now that over here this gamma function is defined. I told you over here, right, for all value of n except these values. So if n has to be positive always, then clearly if I put these values which are not allowed, if I put these values which are not allowed, so n must be taken, can be written as minus n. Okay, so that's why in order to denote the negative integers, I am denoting it by minus n, and minus n will yield you infinity. Okay, so how its proof is a part of maths optional. This proof is a part of maths optional. It's not a part of physics optional. So don't even waste your time searching the proof of these things. Don't even waste your time like that. Okay, but the thing is that third property says that if this minus n, okay, and infinity just means not defined. What does infinity imply? Infinity implies that not defined, right? Now this is what is this gamma of minus n is finite. When is it finite? When if n is not integer but a fraction. Okay, negative fraction I mean. So don't ever say that negative values of n are not allowed. Okay, I will write over here, don't ever. Okay, this is don't. don't ever say that negative values of n are not allowed in gamma function. Okay, don't even say that negative values of n are not allowed in gamma function. Don't ever say that, because in the gamma function we can have negative values of n provided this negative n is not equal to 0, -1, -2, -3. That means negative integral values. Negative integral values are not allowed. But if minus n is equal to a fraction, okay, fraction means -1 by 2, okay, -3 by 2, like that, -1 by 5, like that. So these values are defined. Okay, these values are defined. So don't ever say that negative values of n are not allowed in gamma function, negative because negative fractional values are allowed. Negative fractional values are allowed. Only thing is, n equal to 0, -1, -2, -3, okay, -4, -5. That implies 0 and negative integers not allowed. Okay, 0 and negative integers are basically you are not allowed. Okay, 0 and negative integers are not allowed. So third property is over. Now we will move on towards our fourth property. Now this is for positive fraction. What will this be equal to? You know this very well, that from definition of gamma function it will yield us something like this. It will yield us something like this. Why will it yield us something like this? Because from the definition of gamma function, you know this very well, that your gamma function you might have written in your notebook also. Okay, e to the power minus x, x to the power n minus 1, right? Dx. Okay, this is the definition for n greater than 0, and clearly this half means n greater than 0. So n equal to half, if you put over here, half over here, so x to the power half minus 1, which will be equal to x to the power minus half. So that's why x to the power minus half has come over here. Okay, so and don't even go into the proof that how this is defined, how gamma function is defined for negative fractions. Okay, because I told you, right, that negative fractions are allowed in gamma value. Okay, so I told you this clearly, that gamma n is equal to 0 to infinity e to the power minus x, x to the power n minus 1 dx. Okay, n is greater than 0. For n greater than 0, for n greater than 0, gamma function is defined like this. Gamma function is defined like this for n greater than 0. Okay, but you must understand this thing, that I already told you, but I told you that negative fractional values, are allowed for it. Okay, so this is the definition for n greater than 0. It is clearly written that this is the definition of gamma function for n greater than 0. But I have already told you that uh, n might be negative fractional values of n are allowed. So as negative fractional values of n are allowed, so clearly this definition holds for n greater than 0, and negative fractional values clearly imply that n is smaller than 0. So negative fractional values, if you put over here, this formula will not hold. Okay, so the above formula, let me write over here the formula on previous slide. The formula on previous slide is not, okay, the formula on previous slide is not applicable for negative fractional values of n. Okay, the formula on previous slide means this formula. This formula is not allowed for negative fractional values of n. Okay, so okay, not applicable for negative fractional values of n. So the formula will be different for negative fractional values of n. Okay, so the formula will be different for negative fractional values of n. Clearly, formula will be different for negative fractional values of n. Okay, that formula will not hold. Okay, so you don't have to go into this formula. You don't have to go into this formula for negative, that like this is for n greater than 0, then it will be defined for n smaller than 0 and fractional. Okay, and it will also be defined for n smaller than 0 and fractional, but it will not be this expression. It will not be this expression. It will be something else. So how it is defined, that is not a part of your syllabus. Okay, it is a part of maths optional syllabus. So you don't have to go into this formula, that how it is defined for negative fractional values of n. Okay, you need not go into that formula. Simply mug up the result. So fourth property was that this was equal to your root pi. I already told you. Okay, mug up these results. These are very important results. Okay, now the fifth property is gamma 3 by 2. Okay, is equal to, again you will put the values 0 to infinity. This is n greater than 0, right? So n greater than 0, then you will put the values in that formula. Okay, after you put the values in that formula, you will get this integral. So this integral will be equal to half plus 1, right? So it will be half gamma half. Okay, and it will be square root of pi by 2. Okay, so this is the fifth property. And how this has come, now I don't think there is any need to tell you. You just simply put in this formula, na? 3 by 2 put over here. This is n defined for n greater than 0, and 3 by 2 is greater than 0. So this formula can be applied. 3 by 2 minus 1 will be half. So ultimately you get this thing. Okay, ultimately you get this thing. Okay, and never ever try to find this integration in the exam. On the means in the exam, never ever find this integration. Just simply put it equal to root pi by 2 by mugging it up. Okay, how this integration, how this integration yields root pi by 2. Okay, how this integration yields root pi by 2 is a part of maths optional syllabus. How this integration given in the circle, how this integration yields root pi by 2, that is a part of maths optional syllabus. That is not a part of physics optional syllabus. So just mug up the relation. Basically you will in order to solve this integration, you will have to use that formula, integration by parts formula, 1 into 2 dx. Okay, first function multiplied by second function dx, then the formula is there. I won't go into that formula. Okay, so this fifth property is over. Okay, so similarly you will have your sixth property. Similarly you will have your sixth property. What is this sixth property? Your sixth property is, this is your sixth property. Again dicto the same, nothing has it is different. Okay, so this is the thing, e to the power minus x, then x to the power n minus 1 was there, so it will yield you 3 by 2. Simply put in that formula, as 5 by 2 is greater than 0, that formula is defined for n greater than 0, and 5 by 2 is your greater than 0, right? So 3 by 2 plus 1 will come. Okay, and this will yield you 3 by 2 gamma 3 by 2. Okay, then this will yield you 3 by 2 multiplied by half gamma half. Okay, so how did this come? You know this very well, right? You know na, by ये formula पता है ना? You know this formula, right? uh, how did this come? You know this formula very well, that I told you one formula, right? Okay, so whenever 1 plus something is coming na, just put it like that. So I will end the class over here. Okay. Yes, so basically, uh, I had collapsed basically. Okay, collapsed means my ability to teach had gone because my hand was aching. Okay, my hand was aching. That's why. Okay, so and even the I was in fatigue, complete fatigue. So that's why मेरा दिमाग भी काम नहीं कर रहा था उस वजह से. Okay, my brain was also not working. So that's why I took a pause and slept for some time, and again I am recording this. Okay, so you can see this clearly that one pattern is very remarkable over here, that if you take gamma half, okay, if you take gamma half, it is root pi. Okay, if you take gamma 3 by 2, it is basically equal to your gamma 1 plus half. Okay, and whenever 1 plus half comes now, whenever 1 plus half comes, just write it like this: half gamma half. Okay, so it will become basically gamma half we know from here. Okay, so it will be root pi over 2. Okay, so I will put the video in somewhat greater speed because I am teaching very slow because of my fatigue, and some people may get bored with this slow speed. Okay, so I will put the video in 1.35x speed. I am going to put the video in 1.35x speed. So someone, if someone wants to reduce, then he can watch the YouTube video at 0.75x. He will feel comfortable. If someone is feeling that this video is very fast, if someone is feeling like that, then just play the video at 0.75x. You will feel comfortable. I am putting the video in more speed because some of the students get bored, because I always teach fast, but today I am teaching very slow because I am in fatigue already. Okay, so basically, similar in a similar fashion, what will this be equal to? 3 by 2 plus 1 you will write, right? Then again, basically this will 1 plus something whenever it comes, then just we can write it like this, right? Then again, you write it like 1 plus 1 by 2. Okay, 3 by 2 can be written like that. Then again, it will come as 3 by 2 multiplied by 1 by 2. Okay, gamma 1 by 2. Okay, then gamma 1 by 2 will be put as root. Then again, this will be put as root pi. So it will come out to be what? 3 by 4 root pi. Okay, 3 by 4 root pi. Then what will gamma 7 by 2 look like? Gamma 7 by 2, how will it look like? In a similar fashion, you can find out it. Okay, you can find it out, I mean. So it will be like this, and whenever 1 plus something comes, then you simply write like this. Okay, and after that, this gamma, okay, then it comes out to be 3 by 2 plus 1, right? And whenever plus 1 comes, you simply write it like this. Okay, okay, then again it will come out to be your gamma half plus 1, right? Then again, whenever 1 plus something comes in gamma, 1 plus half integers when they come in gamma, so simply you do like this. The proof is not important to us, beta. The proof is a part of maths optional. Okay, still someone will ask on that only. Okay, so gamma half, then again you will put gamma half equal to root pi. So what will you get? 15 by 8 root pi you will get, right? So it will be equal to 15 by 8 root pi. Okay, I am writing all these things in half sleepy mode. Okay, so pardon me if some multiplication or something minor thing gets wrong, then just pardon me. Okay, you will have to correct it yourself. Okay, so I don't think there is anything wrong. 5 into 3 is 15, 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. Okay, so that is the thing, and gamma half is root pi. Okay, now gamma n, it is basically, now this is one of the formula for negative n. Okay, this is also one of the formula when it is negative fraction. Okay, just note this formula. Okay, gamma n plus 1 by n, gamma n equal to gamma n plus 1 by n. And when does this formula hold? This formula holds when n is equal to negative half integer. When it is negative half integer, then this formula holds. And when this formula holds, you can clearly put minus half over here. Negative half integer means the story will start from minus half. So just put minus half over here. So what will you get? You will basically get minus half plus 1, okay, divided by minus half, okay, and keep on writing along with me, beta. Keep on writing along with me. If you are watching in the sleepy mode na, you are at a wrong path, okay. These classes are not Netflix, okay. These classes are not Netflix, okay. As these classes are not Netflix, that's why these classes are getting few views. If it would have been at Netflix na, I would have been crorepati by now, okay. If this YouTube channel would have been Netflix, if this YouTube channel would be uploading movies, then I would have been crorepati till now. But as this is the educational channel, very few people watch it, okay. So keep this in mind, okay. So gamma half is root pi. So don't watch it like Netflix. Always keep a notebook and pen with you. Otherwise, you won't understand even a single thing I am telling you. You won't understand even a single thing if you are watching like that only. Okay. So this is the thing. Then again, we will apply. This is also negative half integer. So again, apply this formula over here. Okay. Again, apply this formula over here. Then when you apply this formula over here, what will you get? So it will be just put minus 3 by 2 in the place of n. So when you put minus 3 by 2 in the place of n, clearly minus 3 by 2 plus 1 will come, okay, and divided by n will imply that it will is minus 3 by 2, right? Then again it will be gamma minus half, okay, divided by minus 3 by 2, right? Then minus 3 by 2, this is different, okay, this is different. So again then minus 2 by 3 it will become, and gamma half, gamma minus half, it has been found out over here. Gamma minus half has been found out over here. It is minus 2 root pi. Okay, so just put minus 2 root pi over here. So minus 2 by 3 into minus 2 root pi. Okay, so it will be 4 by 3 root pi. Okay, 4 by 3 root pi, and so on and so forth. Okay, about this, then again, if you want to find out, you can find out this also. Okay, if you want to find out now, you can go up to infinity. There is no issue. Okay, then again this will be written like this, okay. Then it will become gamma minus 3 by 2 multiplied by minus 2 by 5, okay. And what will this be equal to? What will this be equal to? I had told you already that gamma minus 3 by 2, gamma minus 3 by 2 has come out to be equal to your what? Gamma minus 3 by 2 has come out to be equal to, let me see over here, it has come out to be equal to 4 by 3 root pi, right? 4 by 3 root pi it has come out to be equal to, okay. So I will put gamma minus 3 by 2 as minus 4, sorry, not minus, 4 by 3 root pi, okay. 4 by 3 root pi I will put. Then again minus 2 by 5 will come, okay, and minus 8 by 15, okay. So this is the thing. And then again you can find out similarly gamma minus 7 by 2 also, okay. You can similarly find out gamma minus 9 by 2 also, okay. So integral half multiples basically, okay. So up to here this class is sufficient. In the next class I will discuss Gaussian integrals, okay. I will discuss Gaussian integrals in the next class. So let me end the class over here, because my hand is literally aching, okay. So because there is a lot of confusion at the house, because someone has got dengue also, okay.